Doing okay. Hi, Donna Marie. Love the new pic. Thank you so much. Yes, so my son finally broke his fever. He broke it yesterday, which I'm so thankful for. I hope you guys are doing okay. I am definitely feeling a little bit better and just keep moving forward. How are you feeling, Donna Marie? Thank you for liking the new pic. It was funny because I like the anime type pictures and I was just trying something new. And my husband's like, that picture looks like really done up. And I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point. So it's fun. I'm just having fun with it. If you guys could, come on in, throw a comment out there so I know who's here, a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Um, that would be so much appreciated. Hi, Iris. How are you doing? Good. I'm so glad, Donna Marie. So I am, living the dream. Definitely able to do a little bit more. Have my bad days. What? Okay. Having my bad days, my good days, all of that stuff. Hi, Shelby's video. Praise Almighty. Absolutely. Can you guys hit the thumbs up? It'd be so much appreciated. Kristen Stone Forte, how are you doing? Struggling along here. What is your story? How much medication are you on and all that? How is your withdrawal taper thing going? I don't have a lot to do. I've kind of limited this month and just tried to recover. So I'm just trying to stay to myself and not trying to do too much. I haven't done a lot in 4 months, actually a lot longer than that. But I'm just trying to stay to myself. I'm just kind of playing around with, apps and the green screen and all that stuff, just to have fun and keep my mind busy. I'm getting some stuff so I can paint, and I think that that's kind of key so I don't get stuck in my own head. Which is really nice. I really like the fact that I'm finding all of this stuff to do because I think if I lay down most of the day, people who are, laying in bed all day long, I think that that really makes things tough for me because I get stuck in my head. And when I do that, it's just not good. Have you noticed any difference by changing your diet? Slightly. I still need to change it more, but I have like one soda, decaffeinated soda, like a week, decaf coffee, more fruits and veggies. I'm trying, I'm not perfect, but I really think that that is going to be kind of the thing that makes the most difference. Can you discuss what made you go into detox? I'm down to 5.50 volume and wanted to know why you decided to go when you got down low. Absolutely. Okay, so I was at 4 milligrams of diazepam, and I think I was at 6 before, but as soon as I went down to 4 milligrams, I started going into a withdrawal. It just wasn't, I started feeling like the withdrawal, and it lasted and it lasted, and I tried to go back up. I couldn't. I tried to go back down. I couldn't. I got really scared and frustrated. And we were going down to at a state for Thanksgiving, and I just started kind of having a really hard time with it. I didn't know what to do at that point. So I talked to my therapist, and she said, I think that inpatient treatment kind of will stabilize you. Because at that point, it wasn't that I was trying to come off of it. They were just trying to stabilize me. So what I did was I made some calls, and I found a detox place. I went in. It wasn't great for me because they wanted to rip it away like a Band-Aid. Like, it was really fast. They wanted to take away well, they wanted to, they upped my thing by 4 times. So they upped it and then they wanted to take it down. And then the last day I was there, they wanted to completely take away the 5 milligrams of Ativan. It was like 5 milligrams of Ativan 4 times a day. And by this time, I had already gone down to 2 milligrams of Valium. So I went from 4, started feeling withdrawals, went down to 2 because of like insurance and all of that. I was trying to be really careful how much pills I had. So I went down to 2. So when I went into rehab, I went from 4 to 2, went into rehab, and they wanted to up my dose 5 milligrams of Ativan 4 times a day. I told them that I was not going to do that. That's just too high. Like, why are you upping it when, you know, I don't need to? And then I asked them, can I just take my 2 milligrams of Valium? Just give me what I'm on. And they said they can't do that. And I knew if I left against doctor's orders, the insurance doesn't have to pay. So I knew I had to stay there. But they said that, they said pretty much that they didn't have the 2 milligrams of diazepam. The lowest dose they had was the 5 milligrams. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 of Valium. So I just had to tough it out. So I went cold turkey. I got home after 5 days of that and had terrible withdrawals. I tried to go back on it again. I think I stabilized again. And then I decided, you know what, this is awful. Like, I don't like going up and down, and I just stopped. And that was right around Christmas Eve that I stopped, and I never took it again. For me, detox did not help. They wanted to up my dose. They wanted to cut me really quick, and it didn't really help. So for me, it didn't help, but everybody's different. So that's just my story with, when I got to a lower dose, it definitely wreaks more havoc on your mind. A higher dose, your body still has a lot of the chemicals, but a lower dose, it really struggles. So that's kind of what I've come to find, that the lower you go, the harder it is. Oh, video idea day in the life. Absolutely, Iris. I will start doing, I try to film like when I'm out, and it just doesn't, I just don't follow through with it. Kristen is at 0.3 milligrams a day of Klonopin. Mast cell issues and severe premenopausal hormone imbalance. Fatigue, occipital, I know what that word is, but occipital neuralgia, joint pain, nausea. So the neuralgia, is that, so I know like trigeminal neuralgia. Does that mean like you have pain in your face all the time? Occipital, trigeminal is this. I'm an aesthetic instructor, so the trigeminal nerve is this. Wow, does the Klonopin help with that? Bye, Kristen. You're welcome for explaining that. Hi, AH. Doing okay, doing okay. Shrined. How do you deal with your balding? Okay. I got a lot of hair, so I don't have that problem. So yeah, I think that rehab is really good for some people. But from what I saw, there was a lot of things that didn't quite add up. Like alcohol, for people who come in there to rehab on alcohol, they give them benzos, and they're on it for 3 months while they're in rehab. And so I don't understand that, because you come in from alcohol withdrawal and you leave addicted to benzos. So there's certain things that I didn't quite understand, because almost everybody that came in there, they gave them benzos. Alcohol, heroin, fentanyl, they gave them benzos. And to me, that's not even like a cushion. That's like set up for one horrific thing straight to another. So I don't understand what the point is, because you leave with another habit. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. I hope you guys are having a good day. I've had multiple addictions. Benzos was the worst. Wow. See, it goes to show you that benzos are really, really harsh. I don't think they should be used as a buffer for, you know, other addictions. I've heard the same thing. I've heard people that come off of heroin and they say benzos are worse. Fentanyl, they say benzos are worse. So I just don't know why they use them as like a step down process. When I stopped taking benzos, I wasn't even planning to stop. I found out about withdrawals when I didn't take as needed dose one day. Then I was like, what the mess is going on with my body, right? It feels like you can't even fathom what happens to your body when you stop taking this little pill. Like, it is the scariest, most craziest feeling. What? Oh. It is the craziest feeling what happens to your body when you stop taking them. Hi, Sean R. Benzos caused paralysis on my left side. Isn't that nuts? It's better now, but I couldn't stand without falling for 6 months. Oh, wow. That's a crazy story. I've heard some really crazy stories. But like those are scary. Those are really scary things that can happen. Being like, I heard one person took it once and he ended up in a coma, paralysis, seizures, of course. And I think that a lot of people want to stay on them because they're afraid of what could happen when they come off. And trust me, I stayed on them for 6 years. Like I was on them 7 years. But after a year, I wanted to come off of benzos. And I didn't because I was afraid. Like the being afraid, it paralyzed me. But then I started going through, um, like, what if I can't get my pills? The pharmacy doesn't have them. They have to order them. They're not getting them in. My doctor, she wants me off of them. And I started getting afraid of if I couldn't get this pill. And it's crazy because I never did drugs. I don't drink. And I didn't want anything to do with that because I was always afraid of the withdrawals. And then here I am going through that. So I just needed to come off of them. I was trying to do it really safe, but it was scary. When I found out about benzos causing withdrawals, it shook me. Yes. You're on day 4. Congratulations. Keep going. Keep going. I found that week 2 and week 3 were the worst. And then the symptoms kind of just linger, but then you go down. It takes months for most people, but there is, 2 and 3 were the worst for me. So I'm hoping that you get through, you just push through and you get that downward step. Hi, Carl. You can die coming off of benzos. Yes. It's funny because somebody wrote me and was like, you can't die, quit giving misinformation. And I'm just like, well, in therapy or in rehab, they said alcohol and benzos you could die coming off of. Those are the 2 drugs that you can die coming off of. So I was like, I don't really know what you're talking about because that's what rehab said. And he's like, well, I've worked in rehabs and I'm a counselor and you cannot. And I'm like, okay. So I guess a matter of opinion, but from what I know, you can definitely die coming off of benzos and alcohol. Yeah, they're as bad as alcohol. They work on the same receptors. They work on your GABA receptors. So I definitely can see that they would be very similar. My benzo withdrawal caused delirium and fevered dreams, and it almost killed me. I had to go to the ward for 3 months. For 3 months, wow. At the beginning, I had to go into the hospital because I was just like, it was bad. And I was gone a couple days. 3 months. Wow. I know people that have to go and get some extra help for sure. It's scary. You just want to be okay. The days where I would lay on the couch and just like, oh my gosh, I don't have any control over my body. It was so scary. I'm doing okay. How are you, Kumar? I can't say your first name. Sorry. Contact some rehab places. Um, if you can't get off of weed, definitely call some. I mean, that's a different drug. That's something that's a little bit safer from what I think. Week 2, week 3, really, my dose was only 2 milligrams per day. What? 2 milligrams of what? Sud, I can't even. 2 milligrams of what? Because when I jumped off, I was on 2 milligrams of Valium. Toxic shock. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things can happen. It's really crazy, especially if you build up a tolerance and your dosage becomes insane. You have to go cold turkey. Oh, and you go cold turkey. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say go cold turkey. That's a really scary thing. I know I've seen people that go cold turkey, and not only are their symptoms just horrific, but it lasts a lot longer. So I definitely wouldn't say go cold turkey. I would step down. Even though stepping down takes a long time, I'd rather step down for a year and be able to breathe during stepping down than go cold turkey and be in a panic for a year or two. There are people who have gone cold turkey and it's just horrific. The symptoms are horrific and how long it lasts is horrific. I definitely wouldn't suggest doing that. I was like, what happens if the zombie outbreak happens and my body is dependent on benzos and can't get my refills? Oh, heck no. I came off cold turkey. Iris, it's hilarious that you say that. It is so funny because I think the same thing. I am really in my faith, reading Revelations and all of that. And the reason I'm telling you guys is because it plays a part. And I was like, what happens when the world ends? And I can't get the medicine. I have to get off of everything because what happens if I have to go to a different state and I can't refill my prescription? And honestly, that was a huge factor. People think I'm crazy. Like, if I tell my sister that, she's going to look at me like, oh my God, you're insane. Because she looks at me like, well, do you need it? Does it help you? And I don't want to tell her, yeah, but what if the world goes sideways and I can't get them? Because it looks like it's going sideways for the past 3-4 years, which is hilarious that you say that. But I'm right there with you. I feel the exact same way. It's scary to be dependent on something and rely so much on the doctor to write it and the pharmacy to fill it. And what if the world goes sideways and you're on all this medicine? You're gonna suffer. So, oh my gosh, it's so funny that you say that because I thought the same exact thing. I wouldn't go cold turkey. That's why I kept rationing my pills. I was coming down and all that because rationing my pills, I was feeling like if the world ended today, I'm going to have enough pills. Like, it was just like in my mind, like justifying, like, I'm okay. Everything's okay. How much is your dose? Dosing. Yeah. Just called me Xanax. So, okay, so you're on 2 milligrams of Xanax. 2 milligrams of Xanax is equivalent to, I'm not perfect at this, but I think 2 milligrams of Xanax is equivalent to 20 milligrams of Valium. I came off of 2 milligrams of Valium and had pretty bad side effects. So 2 milligrams of Xanax is pretty high. Xanax is more potent, so definitely be okay. That is not a small dose. I know that 2 milligrams, it sounds like a small dose, but if it's Xanax, it's not a small dose. So you're going to want to probably not medical advice, not telling you what to do, not offering advice. But what I would do if I was on 2 milligrams of Xanax is I would go to my doctor. I'd switch over to diazepam, and I would come down very slowly. So Xanax to Valium. If you look at the Ashton manual, you will kind of see why they switch everybody to Valium, because the dosage is smaller. So like 2 milligrams of Valium, it's harder to cut those pills. But if you get the Valium, you can get 2 milligram pills. So you'd be able to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10 2 milligram tablets of diazepam. It'd be a lot easier for you to come down. Where Xanax is really, really potent and diazepam is not as potent. So it's just an easier crossover and it's easier coming down. But I did switch from clonazepam to Valium, and I did have intermittent withdrawal. So from clonazepam to Valium, I had like a week's worth of withdrawal. I just had to tough it out because I had to come off of, I really wanted to come off of Valium instead of clonazepam. It's just softer. So I dealt with the intermittent, the crossover withdrawal. But my body was still getting the medicine. So I knew that it was okay. It was just uncomfortable, but I was still taking the medicine. It was just a different kind. Hi, James. Doing okay today. How are you doing? I was scared for you too, Aaron, especially when your body and teeth were shattering. But my goodness, Aaron, I will continue to say I am happy I found your channel in the midst of this darkness. Me too, Iris. I'm so happy that you found this channel. I'm so happy I could be here and, just be with you guys. Going through the dark days, I definitely still have my days where it's kind of a hit or miss. I wake up and I feel awful like yesterday. And I lay on the couch and I edit a video and I tried the green screen and I just messed around and had fun. And today I woke up and was like, okay, I feel okay. So it's just a hit or a miss. I'm so glad that you're here, Iris, and the rest of you. And, just know it gets better. Nothing lasts forever is what I say. Gypsy, hello, hello. How are you? Oh my God, I thought that so many times. That's hilarious. Yes, Gypsy, I know, right? I think we all think that. Yes, girl. Can you imagine all of the people that would be cold turkey? It's so funny because I always thought I was the only one that thought that. I was just like, I'm the only one in this world that thinks I have to get off medicine because the world's going to end. And it's so funny hearing it from other people. But yeah, honestly, like everyone I know, family, like everyone I know, most people are on an antidepressant or an opiate or some type of medicine. Could you imagine not being able to get medication and then all of a sudden, like the whole world, 75% of the world would be in withdrawal? Like that's a scary, scary thing. Thanks for sharing. You are so welcome. You're going cold turkey. If I were you, I absolutely would not go cold turkey because the fear is people that go cold turkey, they think, oh, when I start having horrific symptoms, I could just go back on my dose. A lot of times, if you're 2, 3, 4 days out and you try to go back on your dose, sometimes it doesn't work or it makes your symptoms increase. So I'm going to say there's a good amount of people who say, I went off my dose cold turkey and a week later I reinstated and my symptoms were even more horrific. So don't have that mindset. I'm going to go cold turkey and if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to reinstate because I never reinstated. And one of the reasons I didn't reinstate was because I was so afraid of getting even more symptoms from reinstating. Already day 4 now. And how are you feeling? Why didn't you want to taper? Why did you want to do cold turkey? If you've already gone cold turkey, stay the course. Don't despair. Use the weed to get sleep. I hope you do okay. Like my thoughts are with you. It's a hard one to take, especially 2 milligrams of Xanax. It's a really hard, your body goes through a lot. I remember at the beginning, I had like chills and then sweats, chills and then sweats. And it was like that for like a month. I didn't eat for 3 weeks. It was pretty awful. Keep reading your Bible. It's health to our bodies. I completely agree, Iris. Absolutely. It's hard. It's hard to read because like I go upstairs and then my husband comes to bed and we want to watch a movie, this and that. I put the kids to bed and then so I just have to prioritize. It's the worst. It's the worst way. But sometimes people don't have a choice. Yeah, I completely agree. Yes, sweating a lot. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, I hope it some people they can do it. It passes relatively quickly. And I pray that it passes with you relatively quickly. It's crazy. This drug is so intense. Now that my voice has come back, I'm going to go back to my podcast. And I mean, it hasn't come back completely. Like, the other thing I noticed is I got sick every couple of months at the beginning of at the beginning of my withdrawal. So I've been in withdrawal for 4 months. I've been sick 4 or 5 times. And I noticed I get sick super easy. I think it's because my body is run down so much, but I get sick super, super easy. And when I get it, it lasts long and it's hard. And then it brings back some of my symptoms, which is rough. It kind of makes my body like reinstate some of the things that have gotten better or left. And so vitamins are key. Eating well is key. It's hard. 14 months out here. I don't start to have days when I don't think about it until this month. You're starting to feel better, Gypsy? I've been through withdrawal of opiates before. Okay, I can do this. Pray for me as well, all. Thanks, Aaron. Okay, see, the fact that you've been there before and you kind of have an idea of what it looks like, I know you got this too. I will be praying for you and thinking of you, and I know you got this too. Many people do withdraw cold turkey and they get through it. So I really, really hope that it's fast for you and you can get over it very fast. I came off of 1 milligram of Xanax and it's hard, but it does get better. Just grit your teeth and take a moment by moment. Number one, pray, cut out, call out, because the Almighty will heal you. Trust Him. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Prayers for you, hers. Doing okay, Barbara. How are you doing? Definitely feeling like I can breathe again. My husband has been the biggest help. Just taking so many things, just grabbing the bulls by the horn and just doing everything that needs to be done. And, getting to sleep and not have to wake up super early. My son has to be to school by 8, but like that's still a good amount of sleep. So like sleep is so, so important. And I do take sleep aids because I just need the extra help. But sleep is so, so, so important. And a lot of water, it helps a lot. Femi Oz? No, we're not talking about that. This group is about medication and that sort of thing. I'll be praying for you as we go into Sabbath tonight at sunset. That is so sweet, Iris. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Mohammed. No. Okay. So I just want to say, everybody out there, you know, everybody told me when I first went through this, like, it gets easier. And I was just like, this is hell. Blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm a very pessimistic person. I wish I was an optimist, but I'm pessimist. And I've come to realize that. And it's not great, but I do know that, um, I do know that things get better. They don't always stay the same. Even when you think they're going to stay the same, um, they don't, you know? Okay, I'm finally off my 0.25 Xanax. Thank God, just some agoraphobia. So when you have agoraphobia, is it more like you just don't want to leave your house? Or is it you're afraid to leave your house or go too far? What exactly is that? Because I'm hearing a lot of people talk about agoraphobia. And I'm not sure. I know it's like afraid to leave, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, you either accept me as, okay. Let's see. Congrats. Yes, yes. My moderator's at work today. I think he's busy because he's not on here. I'm super, super excited I get to have my decaf coffee again. Because for the first like 3 months, it felt like I had to like miss out on everything that I love. It has been a wild ride, but we're getting there, guys. And I did decide, a couple people wrote me and said, you changed your name. And the reason I changed my name was, it said Benzo Buddies. And there's so many people that were on all sorts of things or just life or had been in withdrawal like before. And I thought, let's just cover like all of it instead of just benzos. And so that's why I decided to change my name. So like a blanket covering of just any withdrawals. And I talk about my life a lot, not detail, not specific, but like, you know, somewhat. So I thought my crazy life in withdrawal kind of covers everything. If you guys could you give me a thumbs up? It would be so, so much appreciated. Um, and yeah, I think that changing the name just kind of covers a little bit more of the people that were here. I am so, so thankful that the weekend is tomorrow. We have a game to go to. My son's playing, and I am really excited he's not running a fever anymore. We're starting to get some trolls. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thanks again, all. Absolutely best of luck. I am cleaning house right now. Come on. There we go. I am not a therapist. I'm an aesthetic instructor. This is just my experience. So just, you know, stating things that I'm going through, been through. More afraid to leave? Okay. Okay. So what happens, Barbara, when you do have to leave? I know I'm Muslim. Okay. I am excited that's the end of school. We can kind of start planning things and do more. Oh my gosh. Okay, forget it. Got the trolls coming out today. I'm really, really trying to throw myself into painting or editing videos, trying to do like cool tricks with the videos. And I really do hope that if I can get my mind in a better spot, It just would really help. It's hard to get there and I have to kind of force myself, but once I get there, I think it really helps. Oh, feeling like you'll faint, laughing out loud. Okay. Oh, that's got to be terrible. Everybody asked me, have I had agoraphobia? And I was like, I don't quite understand what it is, but I don't think so. And I don't. I don't want to leave a lot of days, but I can. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's nice to get new hobbies. It really is. I did exposure therapy by going to others and taking it slow. Oh, that's good. All right. All righty. It helped. Oh, good, good. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Just gonna try to get some stuff done, and thank you so much for being here, guys. If you could and you haven't given me a thumbs up, if you do like this video, that would be great. Definitely subscribe and share and all that fun YouTube stuff. But I will see you guys on Monday at 11 o'clock. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.